If they missed, they crashed. The village is in the base of the Himalayas. His Sherpa. This man is going to carry upwards of something like 2 or 3 times his body weight. Sitting in the airport, Gary, Alan, and Elia. Lukla, the airport. Random dinner. Nice. Easy there, ladies.
Hello?
Elia. Elia?
Oh, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, how are you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you see us?
I'm good, thanks.
Awesome. You're here with my students. Everybody wave. Can you see us? Good, how are you?
Good, sorry we lost you there. We had a little bit of a cable issue.
No problem. Can you see us?
Yes, we can. How you guys doing?
Everybody's really excited to speak to you.
Nice, nice. Well, we're glad you guys were able to connect with us.
Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
What are you going to do after you climb Mount Everest?
The question was, what are you going to do when you come back from Mount Everest?
What are we going to do when we come back from Mount Everest? Go to the beach, I think. Maybe take a shower. No, I mean, we've got a lot of plans. One of the big plans is to hopefully take students like you guys on expeditions. So maybe to Mount Everest Base Camp, maybe up Kilimanjaro. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get back. But those plans are in the works.
How's the weather so far?
Weather's pretty good. It's a little cold right now. It's probably, minus 10 degrees right now, Celsius. We're almost at 14,000 feet above sea level, so the days are really hot, but the nights get pretty chilly. And, if you can imagine, you crawl into a sleeping bag at, 10 o'clock at night, and it's very cold. But within about an hour, you're pretty toasty.
Any questions? Yes, sir.
How many times have you already had to go back up and down?
The question was, how many times have you already had to go up and down?
Well, we're actually in a village. We haven't even arrived to Mount Everest Base Camp yet.
Wow.
So we'll be there in about 8 days. But once we arrive, it'll probably be about 5 total trips through the Kugu Icefall. So we'll go up and down at least 5 times.
What's space camp?
One question, the ladies asked, what's base camp like?
She thought it was space camp.
What is Base Camp like?
What is base camp like?
Base Camp is essentially tent city. It's, there are hundreds of tents there, yellow tents, blue tents, green tents. And, there's a couple hundred people there. It's a lot of rock, it's a lot of ice. And there's a lot of amazing people, like you've got people from all corners of the planet living in this one area, all going for the top of the world. So it's a pretty interesting place to be.
That's awesome. How was
If you're into that thing.
How was Child Haven?
Actually, it's pretty neat. I've got Gary. If you guys saw our setup right now, you would laugh. We've been having generator issues all day, so we've established this little production suite in the corner of this little tea house. Gary has a headlamp on his head, shining it on me, so that, it's flashing right now. And he's actually cutting our second webisode. and that webisode's about Child Haven. And there's a little surprise for you guys in that webisode. It should be up in a couple days.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, if you guys can imagine, we haven't stopped in about 8 days. We've been sleeping, 3-4 hours, 5 hours if we're lucky at night, editing, shooting, trekking all day long, packing our bags, testing our gear. It's really crazy, actually. But, we're doing this so that you guys can see all this stuff. And I think once you see that webisode, you guys will really see how all this is very, very real.
That's amazing. We have a question.
What's your biggest concern about climbing this time around?
The question is, what's your biggest concern climbing this time around?
My biggest concern climbing is always the weather. You never know what's going to happen. You just have no idea. And of course your health, right? Like you can be strong one year, and then the next year, I mean, you can just fall completely apart the first week. So the weather and just staying healthy, those are the biggest concerns. And then doing all the shooting and Skyping.
So I guess all in all, we wish you all the best of luck. Our prayers are with you. Hope everyone stays safe. And I'm not sure if you can see.
And listen,
sorry, go on.
I just wanted to thank your class personally for your donation. It was actually the first class donation that went up on the findinglife.ca website, and that's amazing. I think you guys are really setting the bar high for a lot of other schools. I know for sure that the younger kids are going to be looking up to you guys. So I just want to say amazing job. Thank you very much. And I think when you see these kids in webisode number 2, like it's going to warm your hearts, and you guys are just going to want to do more and more. I know that Gary and I and Al were really touched by it. So thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it, and the kids do as well.
Well, I know all of us here at Westmount really thank you just for giving us the opportunity, and knowing now that the Skype link is working, I know we're really excited to follow you.
If you guys have any wacky ideas for things you want us to do to raise money, like if you want us to have a 70s disco party at base camp, which was Gary's idea, if you want us to dance at base camp, to whatever you want, send us an email, let us know, we'll do it, we'll fire it off back to you guys. This is all about trying to help these kids in the fall, so just be creative, and just have fun with it.
You know what? I think we're going to have a little bit of a competition between all the grade 9 classes to see what class can come up with the wackiest thing for you guys to do. And yeah. Are you guys awesome? You guys into that? Grade 9s?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to let you go and get some sleep.
Okay, thank you.
Say hi to Gary for me.
Thank you, Elia. Everything, thank you.
See you guys later.
Take care. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.